Hi, I'm Nick Maselli. At TD Bank, we believe all citizens need to be informed about the important financial issues that affect their daily lives. That's why we're proud to support programming produced by the Caucus Educational Corporation and their partners in public television.
This special edition of One-on-One with Steve Adubato is brought to you from the Tisch WNET studios at Lincoln Center. Funding has been provided by Hackensack University Health Network, the Russell Berry Foundation, the New Jersey Education Association, MD Advantage Insurance Company of New Jersey, Activists in cooperation with the American Medicine Chest Challenge, TD Bank, and by PSE&G, committed to improving New Jersey's economy and strengthening its communities.
This is One-on-One.
When you first heard that they were doing Charlie Rose and Gayle King, didn't you go, what?
People like laughing at others, so I don't mind if the other is me.
See, you go right into the character. That's what it is.
I'm bringing families together a half an hour each week. Man, I'm doing something special.
And so I do feel successful.
Hi, I'm Steve Adubato. Welcome to the Tisch WNET studio. Here in the heart of Lincoln Center, it is our honor to welcome two icons, guys who run an iconic restaurant here in the heart of New York City. Jeffrey Brank, CEO of Alicart Restaurant Group, which owns Carmine's, and Glenn Rolnick, Director of Culinary Operations. Glenn Rolnick, co-author of Carmine Celebrates. Good to have you guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Great day.
Now, for those who don't know Carmine's, right, started in 1990?
1990 in the Upper West Side. Almost 25 years now, coming on a big celebration.
Yeah, big celebration. You go to the Theater District, where we're in the heart of the Theater District. You go to the Theater District. If you've got the time and you've got the appetite, you go to Carmine's, huge portions, great food. Describe it.
Wait, all the Carmines, so we're in the Theater District, Upper West Side, DC, Vegas, and Bahamas. They're identical. And that's one of the things that Glenn does great with the food. So you come in and you get the wow factor. Boom, the size of the restaurant, huge. 400, 500, up to 800 seats in some of our locations. Portions, gigantic. Price of the check, wow, reasonable. I think we won Best Place to Pick Up a Check once as an award.
Best place to pick up a check.
Yes.
How do you pull that off, though, Glenn? Because the food is not just big, I mean, in terms of portions, quality stuff.
Right, quality product is great, and of course, team. We put a team together of great chefs, and they hire their own sous chefs. So we get a whole team in each restaurant that follows recipes. So we go there, we check on the food, we work with the chefs day on a day basis, and we just make sure the food is always the same in all of the restaurants that you go to.
Paul, I mean, our producer is running through some shots. Paul, keep running through these shots as we talk about this. I'm curious about this. You're going to see some of these classic Italian recipes for everyday feast. And Carmine Celebrates, this great book with Glenn Rolnick, with Chris Peterson, your colleague on this. I got to ask you about Carmine's, because I've been there several times with our family.
That's great.
You always take something home.
Yes.
Meaning, unless you order one meal for several people. Is that part of the plan?
Absolutely. Everything is cooked to order, fresh food, and you're eating a great meal, and we want you to have extra food. We want there to be leftovers for you to take home.
You want us to bring something
I want you to. Our food is made so fresh that you can eat it the next day. In my family, Carmine's is a big Monday night meal, so we have food for the rest of the week. This isn't like taking home your Chinese food. You eat it 2 days later, but you didn't know what it really was, but you'll eat it anyways.
Why did Chinese... See, now we have to have a great Chinese food restaurant. They don't have to take a hit here.
Right,
but,
sorry about that.
What's your point here? Is that you want it to last?
Yes. Everything is about value and quality. Our staff, our team, we have a passion for food. We want you to have a great celebration in the restaurant. And we want you to have some food tomorrow and have great value. I mean, it's gotten so much so that in Washington, D.C., I have people who go to the Verizon Center to watch the Caps, eat at Carmine's first.
That's the basketball team there.
Yep, the best. We check their leftovers in a refrigeration system we have from them, like you're checking your car. Promise you. So you valet your car with us for $10. You valet your food with us. You go to the game, and you take your leftovers home. Phenomenal deal. We do it also in Vegas, and it's a great idea.
But yeah, I was also thinking, because Carmine's is such a New York institution, I've been curious as you've expanded, how the heck does Carmine set up operation in places like Vegas, in places like D.C., and still have that New York feel?
Well, the easy part for us is that we take a group of our guys that have put together this restaurant from the beginning.
Guys and women?
Guys and women, of course. Right. Group of people who come with us. They open the restaurant the exact same way we opened our first restaurant.
How do you do that?
You know,
Where's the quality control?
Quality control is the key people that we have. Myself, my executive chef, Neil Corman. We go there, we work on the food for a month and a half, and we make sure before we leave that restaurant, that food is exactly the same as it is in every one of our Carmine's locations.
And the way to achieve that has got to be through constant, staying on top of people, making sure if it's not right, you're constantly getting it right. But it's got to be the managerial. I mean, I'm a student of management and leadership, and I'm fascinated by how you achieve that. It's got to be by being tough.
I think
No?
yes. I mean, we always have a fun motto around the office: be firm but fair.
But you don't have turnover.
But that's what great. We have very, very, very lucky with our industry. We have great lack of turnover. But really, where it comes from is in the hiring. Is looking for people with passion.
Passion for what?
Passion.
Is it food?
No, it's passion about what you do, what we're doing. This is not a job. This is your career. That you have your home life, you have your work life, and when you're at work, it shouldn't just be a job. You punch a clock. Our staff loves what they do. They love serving customers. They see the joy of the celebrations, people coming out. The kitchen crew, they love the food that they're putting out. They're proud of the quality they put out. So if we start with people who have passion about their job, about our company, 25 years, people are moving up from within. We always do our awards every January is when we celebrate holiday season. Can't do it in December. Thankfully, we're too busy. So our holidays are January. We give out our 5, 10, 15, 20, and this year will be the first 25-year award. I think they're thinking it's a new
25
car.
years with the company.
Yeah, and some of them are looking for a new car, but I think we're going to argue about the size of the car.
Okay, let me ask you, what makes this book so special?
I think the book is special because this is our second Carmine's book. And usually these books start out as a vanity project for a restaurant.
Yeah.
You want to put your name out there. We did the first book, and boom, sold like crazy. Italian, great cuisine, what everybody wants. We have the simple classics done so well that you can do them at home.
Is it Neapolitan?
Everything is done properly to exactly the way you would look for each recipe you go through. So you have cook to order, how to do pasta properly, how to do the meatballs. Glenn can go through different dishes with you.
Well, we can't. No disrespect to my wife who loves to cook, and can she do what you guys? Can she replicate Carmine's?
Absolutely. We
Come
made
on,
these
Glenn,
recipes.
how's that possible?
Because I took these recipes home. I didn't do them in the restaurant. I took the recipes home. I made them with the stuff that I had to use in my house. I went to the supermarket to buy all of the groceries that I need to make this, and it's very simple. We laid this out so anybody at home can make the recipes that we make.
I like to cook as well. Can I pull it off?
No. Sorry, it was just
Terry, our floor manager, you like that?
it was just.
My wife could, I can't.
Yes, that was a little.
I'm Italian, she's Irish, but you said no, I can't.
Exactly.
Okay, so here's the thing. It's for anyone.
Yes, it is.
If they want to have what? Authentic.
Spaghetti and meatballs, Caesar salad. Simple classic dishes, but are to die for. Our spaghetti and meatballs phenomenal. Steak contadina, 46-ounce porterhouse steak.
46?
With a pound of sausage, potato, onions, and peppers around it. $85 feeds 4 people. 4 people going out. You're eating a steak dinner for $20. I'll put it up against Glenn's steak against any steakhouse in the city.
Love it, love it. Here's the thing. Where'd you grow up?
Grew up in Long Island.
Long Island, where'd you grow up?
Rockland County.
So you're guys from the area?
Yes.
Yep.
What's it like for you? I mean, for me, growing up in Jersey, being here, I always say this to our friends here and our partners at WNET. I always say that you grew up in New Jersey. The idea that I'm here, that our team is here in Lincoln Center doing this show is such a thrill because I always feel like you do something in New York. I love that we're in New Jersey, we tape, but when we're in New York, there's a great feeling about it.
Sure.
For you guys who are in the suburbs of Manhattan, let's just say,
Right.
we're all in the suburbs of Manhattan, unless you grew up in Manhattan. I know
Sure.
3 people actually grew up in Manhattan. What's it like to be in the heart of New York City, Manhattan, and be the biggest and the best? What's it like?
It showed you're at the top of the game. I mean, I've been living in the city now about 20 years. And our 3 big restaurants in the city, Virgil's Barbecue, our sister restaurant that we quietly ignore, even though it's a monster success, the 2 Carmines. And you're right, when we go to D.C., when we go to Vegas, we go to the Bahamas, Atlantic City, everyone is just like, wow, you're a New York institution. And if you've made it in New York, like the song, you're going to make it anywhere.
So I'm sure is right.
And it's true. And what we do is we try and bring that soul and passion to each location. Some guys and girls transfer out of our store to new locations where we're opening staff. Yeah. These guys from the other restaurants come to New York. They stay in our corporate apartments. They work a year here before they go back to Vegas or D.C.
I got to ask you, though, before you get out of here. We see the lines outside
Yes.
Carmine's. A lot of people watch this saying, yeah, I want to go to Carmine's. Terry, you're shaking your head. You live in the neighborhood, Terry, our floor manager. He's like, I can't even get in. He's got a hook over here at public television. The lines. What do you do?
We love having the lines there. And
Wait a minute, it's
shows
not
how
for you.
great-
We're talking about for us.
Of course, but we do get everybody in.
You do. What do you tell them? Be patient.
There's two stores in Manhattan. They are 40 blocks away. 91st Street, Carmine serves the same exact great food as the theater district. We have tons of people who come in, stop at 91st, and go to the theater.
Hey, Terry, here's the advice. Go uptown. Okay, here we go. We got Jeffrey Bank, CEO of Alicart Restaurant Group, owns Carmine's. Glenn Rolnick, Director of Culinary Operations. You guys are the best. Check out the book, Carmine Celebrates. You guys are terrific. We look forward to bringing our family. It is family style at Carmine's. Appreciate it, guys.
Yes,
Thanks
it
for
is.
coming in.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Coming in.
Thanks
for being with our family. Stay right here.
Anytime.
And by the way, full disclosure, Carmine's provided lunch for everyone here at the public television team. I just need to get that out there, okay?
Okay.
Thanks. We'll be right back right after this from the Tisch WNET studios in the heart of Lincoln Center. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To see more one-on-one with Steve Adubato programs, visit us online at steveadubato.org. If you would like to express an opinion, email us at info@caucusnj.org. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Steve Adubato, Ph.D. and follow us on Twitter at Steve Adubato.
Interesting stuff. We're looking at Helen Carey, and what we were just seeing is the play that Helen is performing in. The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, playing at the Ethel Barrymore Theater on 47th Street between 7th and 8th. Good to see you.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
We were just talking before we came on the air officially. This is a fascinating play. 15-year-old boy.
15-year-old boy who is accused or suspected of having killed a neighborhood dog. And he starts off on a journey trying to find out who the real killer is, and thereby sends him on a trip of a lifetime, and quite a transformative experience for this kid.
This kid is not, oh, I hate to say it this way, not a typical kid?
No, he's not. He's not socially comfortable. He's more comfortable with computers, and he is a math genius. And so that's his comfort zone. So for him to do what he's doing takes a great leap of courage and determination to make this journey.
It's not said officially, it's not said publicly in the play that this boy suffers from or deals with autism or is on the autism spectrum, or that he has Asperger's, which is on the spectrum.
Well, it's interesting. You know, the author, Mark Haddon, never defines where he is, what exactly he can and cannot do. He just presents him as a 15-year-old boy with a very particular personality and particular talents. And so Marianne has honored that by not trying to define it. Marianne Elliott is our absolutely wonderful director for this production. She's just amazing. I am another neighbor, and although he is very perfunctory and awkward with some of the neighbors, for some reason she gets him to talk.
You get the boy to talk?
I get the boy to talk a little bit because she's very chatty, Kathy sort of person.
Your character?
Yeah, my character,
He starts
Mrs.
talking
Alexander.
to you.
Yes.
And but he's not that social.
No, he's not. But I ask him questions about, you know, do you like dogs and do you like computers? And this is his thing, you know, so he's comfortable talking about those things.
So it's so interesting. It's been said, you told our producers that the play is physically demanding.
It is.
Why?
Because what you are seeing as the audience is you are taking this trip through the boy's eyes, the way he sees life.
Right.
It's the difference between watching someone on a roller coaster and being in the front seat of a roller coaster. I guarantee you the audience is in the front seat of the roller coaster all night long.
And I imagine people who come to a play like this, go to a play like this, take away so many different things, but the one universal goal has to be to open people's eyes up to what?
Absolutely. These children who have difficulty sorting out different kinds of stimuli, whether it's visual or auditory. Some of them are very noise averse and so on. You can tell somebody that, but to let an audience experience what life is for someone who has these difficulties is unique, and this is what this play does.
What has it done for you, this play?
It makes me, any good play, but particularly this one, makes you say as you leave the theater, I never thought about it quite like that.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, and it's quite a learning curve.
You know, I remember seeing you in The Good Wife, one of my favorite shows on network television.
Yes.
People say, oh, there's nothing good on network TV. Not true.
Wrong.
Wrong. Watch The Good Wife. And you were on that. You played...
Christine Baranski has a couple who are close friends, and in the episode where she was thinking about getting married, we asked her to just think about it for a little bit.
I remember that. I remember that scene. That was a good one. And also you were in Law and Order.
Law and Order.
What else?
Julia, 21.
Good stuff. The difference between television in a series, a successful series like that, and being in a theater production, particularly one like this, biggest difference? Someone says acting is acting, you say.
Yeah, but the difference is on the stage you get to go from A to B to C to D. On television or on film, you aren't filming sequentially, and so you just do different pieces of the puzzle, and so there's no continuity necessarily. Some people film that way, but the stage is much more sequential.
Is it more visceral?
Yes, it is. Having just said that, I have to say that when we rehearsed this one, we started more in a filmic sense, insofar as there are very complicated physical aspects to this play.
You had some sort of boot camp.
Nothing. We had.
What's boot camp for a play?
It is so physically demanding.
Give us an example.
When he goes to Paddington Station,
the boy,
the assault on his senses is so all-consuming. People moving fast, advertisements coming at him off the wall, sound, and so on. So you, the audience, get to see Paddington Station hit you the way it would hit this child, and it takes your breath away. It's scary.
You love this.
It's wonderful.
And the audience is going to love it. Again, it is the curious incident of the dog in the nighttime playing at the Ethel Barrymore Theater, 47th.
That's
47th between 7th and 8th.
Yes.
Helen Carey, you honor us by being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Stay with us one-on-one from Lincoln Center here, in the heart of Lincoln Center, the Tisch WNET studio. We'll be right back right after this.
To see more one-on-one with Steve Adubato programs, visit us online at steveadubato.org. If you would like to express an opinion, email us at info@caucusnj.org. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Steve Adubato, Ph.D. and follow us on Twitter at Steve Adubato.
Dr. Richard McCormick is the author of Raised at Rutgers and the former president of my alma mater, Rutgers, the State University of New Jersey. Good to see you, Dick.
Thank you, Steve. It's good to be here.
I was surprised you actually wrote this book. By the way, before we go any further, we have the same publisher.
We do. That's right.
Yeah,
Rutgers University Press.
Why the book?
Why the book? I kind of figured all during my presidency I'd write a book about Rutgers. I grew up there. I have a long story to tell.
Grew up there. You got parents connected.
Yeah, I got parents. My dad and my mom both had their careers at Rutgers. I got to know the Rutgers campus as a kid while I tagged along with my dad. He was a history professor and later a dean. And I figured I had a story to tell, and I told it.
One of the most interesting stories you tell in here, because when you got named, I thought, all right, McCormick knows Rutgers better than anyone else.
Well, thank you.
It's such a political place.
Oh, boy.
And New Jersey's such a political state.
Oh, boy.
This is a real academic. Did we really, he's the right guy? And sure enough, you tell a story about a call you got, I believe, in 2002. Two, from former Governor Jim McGreevey, you may have heard of him. You get a call, I think he's on a helicopter or something, and you get a call, and what happens?
He's flying over the state somewhere in a helicopter. I'm still in Seattle because I'm president of the University of Washington, but I'm within a few days of being named president of Rutgers. And for some reason, which I didn't fully understand then and don't now, Governor McGreevey was not happy about that appointment. I think it was because he anticipated, correctly as it turned out, that there was going to be a fight between Rutgers and himself over a plan presented by Dr. Roy Vagelos for reorganizing the research universities.
There was a so-called Vagelos Commission. He was the former head of Merck, and they set it up. And
that's right. It was a visionary plan.
Yes.
But it couldn't work in the form in which it was proposed. And the governor, I think, saw that but wasn't able or willing to back down. The good news is 10 years later, in 2012, a significant reorganization occurred in which all of UMDNJ came into Rutgers, virtually
University
all
of
of
Medicine
UMDNJ.
and Dentistry.
University of
But
Medicine
you got
and
the call
Dentistry.
from McGreevey, and is he raising his voice?
Well, I think so. He probably was. And you know, again...
What were you thinking?
Well, I was thinking, holy smokes, what have I signed up for here? This was a trial by fire inauguration to the tough, rough and tumble politics of New Jersey. You know, it doesn't have to be that rough. People's elbows don't have to be quite so sharp.
Yeah, but they were.
But they were.
Toughest
and they
part
are.
about being president of Rutgers.
Yeah, say again?
Toughest part about being president of Rutgers.
Well, it probably was. You know, the communications, and I probably wasn't as good as I should have been. I probably was maybe a little too academic, a little too on message when I should have been gregarious.
Back up, Dick. What does it mean to be too academic as the president of the state university?
Well, you want the president to be academic, of course, and most presidents, including my successor, Bob Barchi, come out of an academic tradition. But sometimes you got to go off message. Sometimes you just got to shoot the breeze. And I probably wasn't as good at that as I should have been.
You should have been better schmoozer?
Yeah, that's probably it. You know, I went down to Trenton with a story to tell and a good story to tell, and I'm not a bad person at telling stories, but I was maybe a little focused and maybe caused governors and legislators to be ill at ease sometimes. But, you know, the results were very, very good. And the plan over which McGreevey and I disagreed, 2002, I think you said it was, came to fruition in 2012.
What were you most
Virtually
proud of?
all of UMDNJ is now part of Rutgers.
Sure.
The collaboration between the health sciences and all the other disciplines for the benefit of our students, but really for the benefit of New Jersey, has happened. And I couldn't be prouder of that.
Talk about the research benefits for the university, the state, and for the nation.
You know, first of all, there's tremendous research on medical problems going on at Robert Wood Johnson Medical School and the New Jersey College of Medicine in Newark. All of the most serious diseases, diabetes and Alzheimer's, that afflict humankind are getting good research done, HIV/AIDS in particular, getting good research done at Rutgers. From the point of view of the university, it means that faculty across a whole wide range of disciplines can collaborate, and our students are the beneficiaries. Citizens of New Jersey are also the beneficiaries too. You don't want your health science stuff, medicine and dentistry and public health, out there in another institution distant from arts and sciences, law, education, and the rest. And we worked on that for a decade. The plan that McGreevey and I were, jousting about didn't work out, but it was sufficiently visionary that a version of it later did. And New Jersey's the beneficiary.
Let me ask you this, Dick. In the book, you touch on the fact that, I mean, I'm a proud Rutgers alum. My graduate doctoral work out of there, proud.
I know.
And taught there for many years. And again, really proud of that connection. But too many of my colleagues who I grew up with grew up in New Jersey and went to other schools. No secret that we lose some of the best and the brightest.
Right.
You touch on that. Why do we do that, and what are we doing to improve?
Well, it's a long story. New Jersey has led the nation for years. Yeah, I won't give you the whole.
Okay.
It's a historic thing. We won't do the history. But New Jersey has led the nation for years in its export of 18-year-olds.
Right.
We are #1 in support for K-12 education. They get a good education, and many of them then say goodbye, and they don't come back. They settle down, raise their families, do their business in wherever they went to school. Partly it's we're a small state. And going away to college often means crossing the Hudson River or the Delaware River. It's also, New Jersey came late to public higher education. You know, Rutgers was established in 1766. It didn't become the State University of New Jersey until 1956, 190 years later. And the tradition of growing up with the state, the university growing up with the, like the Big Ten universities did. Yep. Michigan grew up with Michigan, Indiana. We didn't have that in New Jersey. And
are we playing catch-up at Rutgers?
Sure, we're playing catch-up because we came late to the state university tradition. And it helps explain the challenges that presidents like me have faced in Trenton, but it also helps explain the brain drain of 18-year-olds that you asked me about. We are catching up, though. The entrance into the Big Ten is
okay.
a good
Rutgers in the
example
Big
of that.
Ten, which you set the groundwork for.
We
It's
did.
happening now. As we do this in the fall of 2014, we're playing. Rutgers is playing Michigan.
Playing Michigan.
Who would think that Rutgers is playing Michigan?
And we're favored by 3 points. They're going to be coming onto the field in the now enlarged Rutgers Stadium. It'll be full. Every seat will be
That's
full.
football. How does that translate to keeping the best and the brightest at Rutgers,
Huge,
New Jerseyans
huge,
at Rutgers?
Huge. It attracts the attention of the state in a way that no other single thing could. I'd like to say the English
Sports.
department would attract 55,000 people, but it won't.
Sports.
Sports will. Sports will. It's not as central to our academic mission as some other things like the health science advances I mentioned a moment ago, but it has the attention. It has the eyes on it every Saturday across the nation. People are watching Michigan play whomever, and this Saturday it happens to be Rutgers. That opens a window into the university for all kinds of great things.
Did you not see that
going
at
on.
first?
I did see it. I did see it.
But so you were confident that this was the right thing to do academically for the university?
I was. As soon as Tim Pernetti became director of athletics in 2009, he and I glommed on to, we're getting into the Big Ten. Didn't happen for 3 years. And I was gone as president when the final decision was made, but the groundwork had been laid and the goals were clear.
Future bright for Rutgers?
Oh, really it is. We've got the health science schools. We're in the Big Ten. We've significantly reorganized our New Brunswick campus, which makes Rutgers a lot easier to understand. $700 million a year are coming in based on the excellence of our faculty's research. That's from the federal government and all other sources. This is a state university on the rise. It took a while to get to the position that we now occupy, but boy, we're there.
Raised at Rutgers. The president's story, Richard McCormick, who's actually still teaching right there, right?
I am teaching my course on the history of political corruption in America right now.
Listen, Dick, it is an honor to have you. And from one Rutgers guy to another, we wish you nothing but the best on behalf of everyone in the world of public broadcasting.
Thank you, Steve.
Dick.
It's good to be here.
Thank you. Okay, stay right there. Stay right there.
Okay.
That was great?
Good. Very good. You think that went
One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating over 25 years of broadcast excellence. This special edition of One-on-One with Steve Adubato is brought to you from the Tisch WNET studios at Lincoln Center. Funding has been provided by Hackensack University Health Network, the Russell Berry Foundation, the New Jersey Education Association, MD Advantage, activists in cooperation with the American Medicine Chest Challenge, TD Bank, and by PSE&G. Promotional support provided by Commerce Magazine and by New Jersey Monthly, the magazine of the Garden State, available at newsstands. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area.
New Jersey is a leader in solar power, and PSE&G is doing its part. With 24 solar installations in New Jersey, projects that are giving landfills new purpose and turning former brownfields green. Solar powers more than our homes and schools and businesses. It powers our economy by creating jobs right here in the Garden State. PSE&G, proud to support New Jersey.